Okay, so now we've got the standard head plate that goes with this pedestal, and I've got a custom riser here that we're going to be using for the purpose of mounting our teleprompting system and talent monitor. So I've already gone ahead and configured this a little bit, but let's finish it the rest of the way and get this to work with our pedestal. So we're going to have to look at the screws here and make sure that they align. And I'm going to need to at least take this one out. So that's the first root of business here. So I'm just going to put a little pressure on it. And then unscrew it out the back like that. Putting a little pressure on it from here. Get that screw out of there. So we're going to screw this one here. It looks like this one we're going to do right in there. So we'll get it started. And that slip into place. And then lock that down. So put this build on. We're going to put it in that way. Press down. Let it lock. And then bring the lever across to lock it even further. To start out by mounting our talent monitor bracket, we're going to push these out of the way. And we're going to line this up. Make sure it's straight. And then we're going to take this piece and we're going to put this underneath and use the flathead screwdriver to attach it. Nice and straight. In order to mount the talent monitor, we need to remove this little safety screw at the bottom that will prevent from sliding on or off.
So in this case, to initially mount it, you want it off.
It's not that big, but it will prevent from sliding off in a runaway emergency. So the talent monitor has a bracket, and that bracket slides right on over the thumb screw for tightening. So we're going to loosen that a little bit. And we're going to slide this on. And then we're going to tighten it. And we're going to put that screw back in at the bottom so it can't fall off. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring it up into position and tighten it with the thumb screw. And next we're going to attach the actual teleprompter with the two screws left over on that mount. So we'll just tighten them by hand and then lock them in with the screwdriver. The next thing we're going to do is add our counter lead. So I'm going to take the screw and put that in there. Line that up. Tighten it the rest of the way. Now that is good to go. The next part is mounting the frame that will hold the teleprompter glass. So the beam splitter glass needs to be oriented a specific way. And the first part of that is actually getting the frame mounted to the other risers
here on the pedestal. So we slip this in.
and then we're going to drop in the beam splitter glass. The handle goes on the outside. And that's it. The final step we want to take before we mount the camera payload is to rough in some of the accessory power that we're going to need on the pedestal itself. So for example, the camera will be powered by its fiber converter, and it will take care of all the video signals and return feeds as well. But one of the things we can't power just from the camera's pass-through power alone is the pedestal's teleprompter and talent monitor. So what we're going to do is put those power bricks right here. We're going to integrate them
right on the unit itself. And like I said, this is just a rough in. So once I confirm I like the location and it's going to work, then I will be adding Velcro to secure these to the plate. But for right now, I'm just getting my cables prepped, making sure the lengths will work. And I want to make sure that everything is where I think it's going to need to be before I put it there permanently. So this power cable will supply the talent monitor, and of course the other one will supply the actual teleprompter itself with power. But in the meantime, I'm just going to gang these cables here and use a twisty to temporarily get the bundles cleaned up. I'll kind of stuff them in the frame up here. And then this whole system will eventually be powered with a line. And so that extension cable will have a triple head on the end, allowing me to plug both of these boxes since I can't have enough power from the camera, 12-volt pass-through supply power for both. And so I'm just going to integrate these wires to see what that run looks like, because they're going to come up through the system somewhat like this. Eventually I'll dress them up, but just to get an idea and get them kind of prepped for all of that in the future.
And there we have it.